Okay, cool. Welcome, Boxing Capital. I'm Tay.
I'm Sammy.
And we're here back at Showtime with a guest this week,
Good
Delo.
morning. Delo, Titanium Delo, for those who like comedy.
Okay.
Delo for friends and family.
Yeah, so before we get started, remind you guys, like, subscribe, share, whatever. We're back at it again here at the Showtime. Want to be a part of growing the community here. So do that for us, please.
Yeah, share. And tell all your buddies, everybody about this.
Yeah.
This is
if
the
they
place.
like boxing, don't like boxing, want to get into boxing.
Boxing.
Right.
Boxing Capital.
Let them know.
Everyone who shares this will get $100. Not from me, but eventually
Yeah.
in your life.
You'll manifest $100.
Yeah.
If you don't share, you'll lose $100.
I mean, it's we are needed, and not only that, if you share, it will be a good thing because here we talk the truth. We just say what's on our mind and what I think about, especially me, what I think about the coaches, the fighters. I tell it like it is. I don't kiss nobody's foot. So that's just me. And that's their legal mind of their group.
The business. I'm the business. But yeah, thank you for joining us this week.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. So tell us about yourself. You're a comedian, getting into boxing.
I am a
us your
stand-up
story.
comedian. I'm from New Jersey, of Cuban and Jamaican descent. I've been doing stand-up for about 2-3 years now. Living in LA for also 2-3 years now. 2 years, about to be 3 in July.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
New Jersey.
You
New
just
Jersey
said that.
specifically.
You just said that. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you just came from New Jersey,
Yeah.
directly. Nice. You were doing comedy there, or you were just
A little bit, a couple months before I moved in New
Okay.
York.
Okay, nice.
Then I hated the snow, so I came to California.
Okay, to pursue comedy.
Absolutely.
That's dope. Nice. I love comedy. Like I always go to.
Who's your
shows.
favorite comedian?
Probably Dave Chappelle.
Okay, good answer. Good answer.
Yeah. I love the
Dave
Chappelle
Chappelle,
show. Yeah. I haven't seen him live though. But
He's hilarious live.
really, you've seen him?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay. Wow.
If you think the stuff he records can get him canceled, you see him live, you're gonna be
Really?
like, wow.
I bet it's raunchy. That's funny. Do you perform at like Comedy Store,
Absolutely.
Improv, Laugh Factory? Because that's like I just went to the Laugh Factory like a few weeks ago, or honestly like last weekend.
I just had a show yesterday at this place called Third World Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
I'll be at the Pasadena Ice House in a couple of weeks as well.
Okay. Yeah. Let us know. We'll
They're
come
right
through.
next door. I might come and see that one.
You need to.
Yeah, no, I will be there. I'm not saying I might. I will be there. The ice house right down, not too far from where I live. Maybe 2 minutes drive.
Okay.
Because I ain't walking.
So you have no excuse.
Because I'm not walking.
So what would you say your like comedy style is? Are you like a Dave Chappelle?
Energy wise, Dave Chappelle. Joke wise, like Kevin Hart in a way.
Okay.
My mother doesn't approve any of my comedy.
No.
But it mainly just talks about my family, my mother, my father, my grandmother,
Okay.
and things I experience on an everyday basis.
Nice.
Just like this podcast, it comes from a place of truth always.
Yeah. Nice. That's
That's
dope.
a smart comedian.
That's dope.
Talk about what you know.
Yeah, no, you got to. What do they say? Comedy is truth or truth is
Exactly.
comedy? Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never heard that before, but
Okay.
I feel like that's a quote that
Okay, sure. I made it up, I think. I don't know.
That's
Give me
good.
credit for it.
they're gonna put your picture with one of those black and white quote right next to it.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I think stand-up comedy's honestly the scariest thing you can do. Honestly, more than boxing, in my opinion. So I'm wondering if you were like, oh, getting in the ring is a little bit easier than getting up on stage and trying to make people laugh.
Well, I would say in a way, it's different, but like comedy is a little bit more nerve wracking because boxing, you could be confident and it helps in the ring. No matter how confident you are on stage, if you're not funny, you're just simply not funny. So you're sitting there with a smile and everyone's just like, you're terrible, go home. And then, I've seen comedians laugh at their own jokes and nobody else laughed.
Really? Have you like bombed on stage before?
Me personally, no, because I'm amazing.
Okay.
But
There we go. I know. I feel like every comedian kind of talks about like, dang, this show, yeah, I've bombed a few times because it's just a part of the nature.
Well, I had like some not so great shows where I'm just like, but it's usually like an audience of like a bar show where I first started out where nobody's really listening, and I'm like, these jokes are killing other places, but you guys are drunk, so I get it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
You just keep it moving.
Well, comedy, you can get punched in the face, but it's just unexpected.
Yeah.
Look at Chris Rock. He wasn't expecting that. Boxing, you know you're going to get punched in the face.
Will Smith. That's funny. That's funny. You have any questions, Sammy? How do you guys know each other?
Sammy trains me.
He walked into the gym looking for a trainer and told me he wanted to box. And I read him his birthright. He said, "Look, you come here if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna work with me, then I don't fool around. I tell you like it is, and I would show you, I would teach you right, but I just don't like to waste my time. Don't waste my time. I won't waste your time. So this is how much it's gonna cost, and that's how we started."
And Sam was being nice. I walked in. I remember Marie I spoke to at the front. I was just like, I want a trainer who's going to tell me how it is. First, like, sentence Sammy told me was like, "You're fat. You need to run." I was like, okay, so this is the trainer I'm looking for.
That's so funny.
No, yeah, you're fat.
You need to run.
I was like, oh, okay, well.
So are you like consistent now with boxing? Are you doing amateur fights? Like,
I haven't fought yet. I was consistent for a couple months, and I moved from downtown to Hollywood, and now I'm back in it.
Okay, nice. Do you plan on doing some fights?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm extremely cocky, so I love it.
When the time come, I'll put him in there. He went to the fight today. When
amateur fights?
when Delo fought. Yeah, pretty good kid.
Have you been to a pro fight yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. You gotta take him to Commerce Casino.
Yeah, whenever the shows are there, and you can go down. Stick around boxing, see it enough, get punched in the face a few times. Some ways that we learn is that you get punched in the face and make sure the guy don't hit you no more. I mean, look, those are my advice I give. But how do I get fast? Sometimes people ask, how do I get fast? Just get fast. Just be fast. That's it.
Just be faster.
Yeah, how do I jab fast? Just think fast and move your hands.
Simplify it.
Yeah, simple as that. I will tell you what to do, show you how to do it, and all of that, but I will not give you speed. I can't give you strength. I can teach you how to develop the speed and stuff like that, but you tell people, some people you tell 10,000 times, and they still come back and ask you what you said. And when you those other people, I'd be like, man, come on. I mean, my grandmother could do this, and she's dead. So, get up, just give yourself a little bit more push.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, and Delo, so before you thought of going to the gym to box, who made you mad?
That's a great question. Who didn't make me mad? Let's go down the list. The California DMV, number one, biggest enemy. I want to say people. It's hard to explain, and I can do it for the camera too. So when you're driving straight, someone's trying to cut you off. The people that put their arms out the window to tell you to stop, that gets me mad. I have 8 siblings. Never a good phone call. I think that's my 3 biggest enemies right there.
That's your inspiration?
Yes.
LA traffic to go to boxing gym?
Specifically LA traffic. I didn't have road rage until I moved out here.
I'm the same way. Oh my God, it's terrible.
But
people
South
come
Florida's
from,
bad, but like here, it's I'm not a road rage person, But here, like, my blood boils. I
My
get
first
so mad
2
in the
months
car.
here, someone hit me. And then I got a rental car from their insurance company. The next day,
And
someone
hit the
T-boned the rental car.
Jeez. Yeah, people are here, like, ditzy behind the car, like, stupid.
You see, you have to learn to drive in California.
Terribly?
I think
Is
California
that,
needs to learn
yeah,
to drive
I
in
would just say,
California.
like, learn to drive terribly? Get in on the road?
California.
Jesus Christ.
California driving. This California driving. Look, let's just put it this way. You drive in California, even though there are rules are there, but mostly sometimes people drive in California like they drive in third world country or Thailand. You know, you're all over the place.
Even in third world countries, because like driving to Jamaica, there's like respect on the road. You know, okay, I'll let him go. Out here, you could be next to the person, they'll still just hit you. I'm like, you didn't see this vehicle next to you?
It's a move.
That's funny.
It's California, you know.
I've been honked at red lights before. Where do you want me to go?
We
Yeah,
pretend
me too.
we pretend to know and do everything in California, especially LA. It's
Especially driving.
Yeah.
We tend to know how to drive.
You tend to know how, we pretend to know we know how to drive.
Jesus Christ. But who's your favorite boxer?
Currently or all time?
Both.
Yeah,
If, you know.
Currently, I'm biased though because I am from Newark, New Jersey. So Shakur Stevenson, definitely. Of all time, Muhammad Ali.
Okay, well, I mean,
Only because of his words.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a person that loves to talk. Like, I talk.
Yeah.
And I would be pissed if someone knocks me out and I hear him rhyming above me. No. Let's run it back now.
yeah, but you got no choice. I just kicked your butt.
Yeah, like, walk away. He'll start rhyming and just like, I'm at fast. I'm like, whoa. You want to be a rapper or a boxer? You got it.
You know, but that's the best way to do it. When you kick butt, you let them know you just kicked their butt. You know, so
All's fair.
it's always good to have them remember what happened.
You're gonna remember when you wake up.
Yeah, that's the best. I mean, if you knock them out where they pass out, they don't know, they don't remember it that much. But beat them into submission, then knock them out. Then they will remember that every time they see you. Every time they hear your name or hear your voice, be like, that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You see, that's how I like to beat people. You know, that's how I used to like to beat up my opponents. I mean, I want to beat you to a point where if even they pay you to fight me again, you will say no.
That's funny.
You know, that's how you do it.
Well,
But now, you know, people want to look a little too cute. Everybody want to do this and everybody want to be. I mean, one thing I don't get is that people were doing the things that Floyd Mayweather did way before Floyd Mayweather were even born. They were doing that shoulder roll and all of that stuff. Not a whole bunch of fighters copy each other that way. But now, every time some new guy come into the gym, everybody got this. I don't know. Floyd Mayweather, he
has the best defense ever. So I feel like it's natural for people trying to emulate the
best
defense.
defense in his era. Not ever.
I don't know.
Not ever.
His defense is impeccable. Who's better than him?
Have you seen Pernell Whitaker? Have you watched
not enough.
anything of Pernell
Yes,
Whitaker?
I've seen him, but I don't.
Have you ever seen
enough.
anything of James Toney, Mike McCollum?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Mike McCollum fight?
Yes, I've seen Mike McCollum fight, but I don't remember them. Like, it wasn't like. Maybe
Yeah, that's why I said.
Rewatch
That's
it,
why I
but-
said in his era. In his era,
Okay, fair,
he was
fair.
the best.
But-
In Muhammad Ali's era, he was the best and it carried on into other eras before Mike Tyson came and muddied the water a little bit. But Ali stands out. Joe Louis, in Joe Louis' era, he was the best.
Yeah, but I just feel like defensively,
But when you
there's
say
a few fights where it's like Floyd was like, oh shit, oh Floyd got hit. Like that was a few fights in his like whole. Those guys have been hit or knocked out multiple times. So I'm just like, his defense is impeccable.
Look, for me, don't let us not compare people that those guys fought, like the James Tony. James Tony fought people that could kill you in the ring and wouldn't touch you.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to compare.
Yeah,
But
you can't. Floyd era, the competition was not that good.
I kind of see like both perspectives because back in the day, you'll play a sport to be number one.
Those people
Now-
fought each other.
Yeah.
The best fought the best.
yeah.
Now
that's
you
fair.
do want to be number one, but you want to look good while doing it. You want the brand deals. You want the money. Like remember his name is Floyd Money Mayweather. Like everyone's like, I want to be a million. A lot of people get into boxing thinking I'm about to make millions of dollars off rip. It's not happening like that.
Yeah.
But back in the day, a lot of people that just did boxing just loved the sport.
Right. Yeah, they would fight like what, a few $100s twice a week.
Yeah, I mean, don't.
crazy.
Yeah, but look, and those people fought because they were hungry. They fought, and they fought everybody. They didn't pick and choose. They didn't pick their opponents.
Yeah.
The promoter picked their opponents. Mayweather was with Aaron. He had some good opponents that he fought, and he fought. Then he fought. Then he left and became Money Mayweather, and he began to pick his own opponent. So, if I'm fighting you on your way up, I'm gonna look great. And if I'm fighting you on your way down at your peak, I'm gonna look great.
Yeah, I mean, he was choosing.
He was a smart businessman, yes, but to say the best of all time, bull crap. I don't buy it.
I think it's a debate. It's arguable. But I'm just talking like, I'm one of those people, it's like, I don't know, like I think Floyd could be in the conversation, but it's hard for me to defend him as like the best ever
he can
TBD.
be.
But I'm just saying,
he one of the
defensively,
best.
that's one of the things I'll be like,
He one of
could
the
probably
best,
be the best,
but not the
defensive
best.
fighter though.
No.
His defense is probably, I think I can argue like one of the best ever.
One of the best.
Okay, yeah, one of.
Not
But I'm just
the
saying,
best.
this all started because it's natural for a young boy to come in and see Floyd never get hit and be like,
Yeah,
roll
of
the
Maybe
boat
course.
up.
like basketball, every sport, like
Yeah.
basketball players, they want to dunk like Michael Jordan, or football players, they want to catch like Odell, and it's just like you're not doing that off rip.
You see, when good to talk about Michael Jordan. Okay, Jordan made it popular because at that time there were a lot more lights, there were a lot more other stuff. The media carried it even larger all over the place. But everything that Jordan did, Dr. J did before Jordan.
Yeah.
And he was great at it. That jumping from the free throw line to the rim. Dr. J started that. The 76ers. But no one knows about that. We know Jordan. Jordan made it big because of the deals he signed. When he
Michael
signed,
Jordan's the best basketball player ever.
Michael Jordan is.
He's the best basketball
No,
player.
he's the best. But Dr. J did. If those two were in the league at the same time, that would
Michael
have
Jordan
been.
will still have 6 rings.
In my opinion, Kobe's the best, but
Yeah, I mean, but I think Kobe is like emulated Michael, like,
Yeah.
to the T. I mean, I love Kobe.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah, you
I
know
don't know.
that's
Michael Jordan is the best basketball player ever. I don't know what else to say to that.
you see,
I can't argue.
that's what happened here at Boxing Capital. We debate everything and as you know, it is boxing, but everything else when it comes to sports kind of add up.
I feel because all sports are kind of like connected in a way, and it's hard to
Yeah.
compare the greatest of all time because we as people evolve. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you sent me to the Olympics now to race against someone from 1927, I'm washing them without a problem. Coming home with every gold. But now Olympians now they're fast as hell. Not just speaking as a Jamaican, and we usually clear the Olympics, but just every sport. The way we play basketball now is different. The way we play football, the way we box, everything is different.
Right.
You see, and
It
it's
evolves.
all great because I got that West African gene.
That's funny. Well, let's get into some fights that happened while we took a little hiatus. We could start with last night. Yoka beat Ortiz. This is the Costa Rican.
Yeah, Costa Rican.
That was a tough fight. Ortiz made it very ugly. So,
But Yuka was still able to pull it off.
yeah.
that's,
So
she
she's-
can fight. She can
Yeah, I
fight.
think she needs to fight Sinicia Estrada next. I don't know when
Well,
that's gonna happen.
Sinisi needs to sign the paper.
Is that what's happening? She sent the contract and she's just waiting, or
Yeah, Sinisi needs to sign their contract. And Golden Boy and Top Rank need to get together and make the money right. You know, so the girls can fight.
yeah.
I mean, women boxing, it has gotten a whole lot better. It is not just girls wearing tutus and getting in the ring and slapping and shaking their behind. No.
Was it ever that?
No, women box. I think
No.
they're more violent than the men because I
No,
see their fights. I'm like,
no.
oh my god.
No, no. In the minds of men, that is what they be looking at. Oh, but the women are really fighting. Let them get at least, if you're not going to pay them up the same like the guys, let it get at least 3/4 of the amount that the guys are making for championship fights. You know, let it get that money because the women fights are a lot more enjoyable.
Because they fight violently. They actually like
Yeah.
in it.
I mean, I don't, you see, when you say violent, then it makes boxing look ugly. It's not violent. They just put their heart out and they really fight well. The women fight. I mean, their fight as some of them. If
They
I go to
always-
fights and there's a woman on the card, I want to see her.
But no, with the women, like a girl could be fighting like a woman who's like 0-6, and I'm like, this is gonna be a hard fight because it doesn't matter if this girl is 0-10. Like
They
she's
will
swinging
fight.
to kill you. She's swinging to like she didn't come here for a check.
I
She's
mean,
coming
yeah.
here to win or give you a tough fight at least. With a guy, if I were to see that record, I'm like, okay, this guy's.
Because the women are like, all right, I'm not going to pay for this, so I might as well give it my all. But the guys are like, well, I'm walking away with $10 million, so win or lose, I'm still rich.
Yeah, that's the Charlo.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Charlo did.
That's
versus
why.
Canelo.
That's the Charlo's brother mantra. They talk and do less and get paid a lot. I mean, you know, the promoter should have cut them a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
Well,
now,
there was we missed talking about the 3-minute 12-round fight that happened with Serrano versus Ramos. So women usually fight 2 rounds. 10 rounds, 2 minutes.
2 minute rounds.
And then a couple weeks ago, women fought 12 rounds, 3 minutes. So that was like a big deal. And watching the fight, same sort of energy. Because I was like, oh, how is it going to be? Because, you know, when you're in there for 2 minutes, your mindset's a little bit different of like, you know, you train for 3 minutes, but you're only in there for 2 minutes. So I'm like, I can go a little hard. But no, same sort of energy. It was, you know, a little bit more strategic, I guess. But it was a good fight. And I really hope that continues. I really hope 2024 is the year where women just fight 12 rounds, 3 minutes each. Yeah.
Well, the promoters had to open up their checkbook and write in better checks.
Yeah, well, of course. If they're going to be fighting more, they deserve to get paid more as well.
Yeah.
So.
Give them write in
Hopefully.
better checks. What happened to your life?
Oh, that's not my car.
Okay. I thought that was you. Okay. Yeah, that's the promoters need to open a checkbook, give them a little bit more money, pay them. Look, 3/4 of what the men's make. If you're paying Charlo $10 million for a boo-boo fight, at least give the girl 7 for a better fight.
$7 million. I mean, I'm here for it, but I don't know if a woman will. When's the next time a woman's gonna make $7 million? When does that ever happen?
If
It needs to happen.
no, but if you're paying a bum like Charlo, $10 million, $7 million, $8 million for a fight that he will not fight, he gets in the ring and don't fight. Why if you're gonna pay a man that kind of money, you should pay the woman at least 3/4 of the same amount of money but she's gonna fight. She's not gonna sit around, because women, the thing is, when a woman is punching another woman, she wants to do it even a lot more crazier than yeah, you guys, you love each other, but at the same time, when you come to hating one another, it is intense. You see, so that I would say, give the girls the money, because they do put up a good show.
Yeah.
People pay to go and see a good show, but you're having someone paying a whole lot of money for a pay-per-view, and you put boo-boos in the ring, and they go there and sting up the place. That's that's not right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to the girls. Give them 3/4 of what?
Yeah.
I wish I had a promotional company and I had the money.
We're gonna do it, Sammy. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get a promotional company.
Yeah, seriously, I would love to do so.
No, I feel women have proven that they can, headline a card, be the main event,
Of
be a
course.
co-main event. We had Katie Taylor versus Serrano last year. They sold out Madison Square Garden. And Yoka, she sold out wherever she was.
yeah.
The crowd was great.
Oh no, in
Costa Rica, yeah.
Costa Rica, yeah, and the fought on the soccer stadium.
Yeah, it was really an entertaining crowd.
Yeah, and then when she fought here at the Commerce Casino, I mean that was a good crowd too.
Yeah.
And De La Hoya, De La Hoya did good there.
Put more money behind them. Put them on cards that are for big fights. Build
And
up
then,
their brand,
put them on,
profile.
do a women's card.
Yeah,
and
they
pay
did
them
that
right.
for Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. It was either earlier this year or last year. That was an all-female card. It was great. It was in London. I think London has a good female boxing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, got the good girls.
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah. So we'll see.
But now Clarissa Shields fighting MMA.
She is again.
Yeah, I think she was due to fight MMA or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see what she's doing next. I'm not sure. But also last night, Jor Cordina beat Edward Vasquez on in Monaco. So that was a different sort of crowd.
In Monaco?
Yeah, in Monte Carlo. It was at the casino in Monte Carlo, which I think is where James Bond and stuff is filmed or something like that. So it was really it was cool but
Monte
weird.
Carlo.
Yeah, it was in the casino.
It's like a billionaire's playground.
Exactly. But
No. I mean, go to Monaco. You're gonna be eating caviar and speaking street.
It was very bougie. Everyone was in black tie in the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, I was this is interesting. The crowd was kind of quiet, but I was cool.
They probably clap like this.
Yeah.
They don't scream. They don't do anything. That was nice. Yeah. Great fight.
It was actually a good fight.
They do that and drink tea. They watch the fight and have tea.
Millions of dollars on the line.
Yeah.
Have tea.
They had millions.
People were betting their boat. Maybe their little yachts and stuff. People were betting left and right.
That's $10 to them.
Yeah.
It's put a few million on him.
Yeah. I think he's gonna do good. Yeah, put about 5 on him. I think he'll be all right. He's good enough for 5.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it was interesting to see. It was kind of like a weird vibe. It
Wow.
was
I
different.
mean, Monte Carlo. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
It was
pretty
actually
good.
Nice.
interesting. Yeah, it was interesting promo and stuff leading up to it. Just had a very bougie vibe, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah,
you don't
wow,
really see
that-
that
that's-
with like
that's a-
boxing, you know, black tie
Wow.
boxing event.
Boxing,
no.
boxing actually moving on up.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm sure the promoters made most of the money and gave the fighter chump change.
Yeah, but I don't know. That fight was really good. I would have loved to see it like in England. That guy's like Welsh or something. It would have been crazy to see him in the UK. It was a great fight, but it was just like the crowd's like.
He just went over the
Yeah.
water. He went over the water and made the money.
Yeah, a lot of money probably.
You know, just
Mostly
went over the
probably
water.
from
That's
side
it.
bets.
Yeah, you know.
There.
Definitely side bets.
Is it still a prince in Monaco? There is he's a king now.
I have no clue what
Yeah,
their
he's
government
to
is
be the
like.
prince of Monaco. Maybe he a king now. I don't know.
I just know when you get a yacht, that's where you have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So I was like, cool, you know, it was a Bond vibe, James Bond vibe. So,
When you get a yacht, you go to Monaco. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, yeah, Cordina, another fight we missed was Oshaki Foster. So he's got a belt at 126. Cordina has another belt at 126. So I like to see that.
Who? Cordina and who?
Oshaki Foster.
Okay.
I am so sorry. This mosquito has been like tearing me
Lingering?
up.
Okay.
Well, mosquito, stop tearing him up.
I think I got it.
But anyway, let's move on to the thing we really want to talk about. Tyson Fury versus Ngannou. I got his name right today. No, I always fuck up his name.
Ngannou.
Yes,
Yes.
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 I did not pay for the fight. I told myself I'm not paying for this fight.
Because you
And
thought it was gonna be a boo boo.
I did think it was going to be a boo-boo. And yeah, I honestly don't regret, like, not watching the fight. I saw the highlights, which was fine. I just told myself, because I used to be one of these people who would, like, you know what, I'm going to support boxing through and through.
Yeah.
I don't care if Jake Paul's fighting, I'm going to buy it. It's just, no.
And then,
I can't
and no, I'm not going to watch it. And that's the you
I'm like, you know
refuse
what,
to buy the best heavyweight fight of the year.
Exactly. So I'm like, my principles got the best
know.
of me. But you know, I'm going to stick to it because I just thought it was kind of ridiculous how Tyson Fury was literally ducking everybody to fight Ngannou, but it ended up being Ngannou, you know, was actually taking it seriously and gave him a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I respect that.
You know, and look, I'll tell you one thing. From what I saw, giving Ngannou chance to have a few more fights. Heavyweight's going to be a little bit more jittery of him in the fight.
He's
Because,
big.
He's a
got
big
good
man.
hands. Yeah.
He big,
He can take
and
a
he
punch.
actually jab with the biggest thing in boxing, the biggest man in boxing right now. And I tell you, look, man, it was good. I enjoy it. Because first I was thinking, man, I hope this guy don't come and mess up the place because Tyree Wigley or who, they're one of the MMA fighter that fought Paul. The one that fought Paul and Jake Paul knocked him out.
Tyron Woodley.
Woodley, okay. I mean, he came there acting like he was going to fight. Came the second time and stung up the joint. Then you had the guy whose son fought at the
Silva.
Silva box. I mean, every one of these guys, the MMA guys, they are stung.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste my
Yeah,
time
you know.
with
So
this.
so I was thinking in Ngannou, you know, never heard of him fighting before or boxing before, but he's a strong man. I mean, he walked in there, he actually jobbed, and he had Tyson on his bike from the beginning of the fight to the end of the fight. Tyson Fury never pushed him around. No, Tyson Fury tried to kind of outmuscle him, Like, come on, get out of
Yeah,
here. He started pulling his head down.
Yeah, he's a big guy,
Yeah.
I mean, he's like an MMA, so he could take punches.
Yeah.
He literally took an elbow from
Yeah.
Tyson Fury,
Yeah.
and he was just like, okay, and just kept
Yeah.
going.
And-
Anyone else would have.
And that was the only
Like,
time.
hold on, wait a
Yeah.
minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
That was the only time. That was the only time I saw him shooken up. But with all the big right hands and stuff Tyson Fury landed, the guy can take a punch.
Yeah.
He can take a punch. I'm telling you, give him. Look, I will actually like to see him fight Wilder after 3 more fights.
Yeah,
I'd
that'll
like
be-
to see him fight
I
Wilder.
feel like he can kind of take some, I don't know, lesser fights. Some
Yeah,
fights,
no,
some
no,
build
lesser
up-
fights. That's what I'm saying.
Build up a little bit, yeah.
Three or 4 more fights, then fight Wilder.
Yeah.
Because I am telling you, all the guys that Wilder fought in the past, they fight this guy, he gonna knock him out.
I agree. He's got good power. And I like how he has Mike Tyson in his corner. And
Yeah.
He's been training with him, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
seemed like he was
He was
really
listening-
trying to like
trying.
apply what
Mike asked
learned.
him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looked good, way better than I expected.
yeah.
I mean, it was a split decision. So, was it a split decision or majority decision?
No.
It was split, right?
It was a split decision. 1 point, they gave Tyson Fury. It was 1-1, and the third judge gave it to Tyson Fury by 1 point,
Wow.
I thought it was very close.
which I thought should have been a draw. Tyson Fury shouldn't have won that fight at all. I mean, yeah, he hit Ngannou with some good jab, yeah. So he got dropped. So what you count that round? 10-10? No, or 9-9? Give me a break. Ngannou was beating his butt that he dropped him.
What did you think of the score?
Honestly, I was rooting for. I'm biased, so I was rooting for Fury for the whole time. So I was actually happy that he won, but I was like, it's pretty close. It was pretty close.
Was it more of just like a boxing purist thing? Or are you
Yeah.
just like a fan of Fury?
Just a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a fan of Fury, the gypsy.
The gypsy. Yeah, well, he's got Usyk
gypsy.
next. So,
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's gonna be happening
we
in
will see.
2024.
We will see if that happens.
if that, yeah, we don't,
No,
we
no,
don't
sir.
believe it'll happen
Until they're in the ring
yeah.
and they throw the first punch, I don't buy it. Everyone can say, "Oh, the contract already been signed." So what? The contract have been signed before, and nobody
yeah.
fought.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Until they're in the ring, and the bell go ding, and somebody get punched in the mouth, then I know the fight's on.
Yeah.
Then I can bet.
Who's your of the heavyweights now? Who are your what's your dream matchup from the heavyweight division?
That's a great question. I actually don't have a dream matchup, to be honest with you.
Really, in the heavyweight division?
No.
Anyone you want Fury to fight? Being that you're a
I
fan.
just want to see a good fight. Like, I really want to see, like, back in the day, like, the heavyweights go at it. Not like you're afraid of a punch anymore. And I feel like the bigger dudes are always, like, taking their time.
Right. I mean, yeah, because the heavyweights, it's literally like one punch can change.
Like, the light heavyweights and below, they always, like, they're throwing jabs, they're going crazy. The heavyweights, I was just like, okay, we're going to jab. I just want to see, like, I want to see Titans fight.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see Usyk versus Fury. That's my dream matchup. I would like to see Wilder, AJ, Fury.
Oh yeah, AJ, talking about AJ. I think Ngannou whoop AJ today. No, seriously.
I agree with you.
I think
agree with you.
Ngannou will beat AJ's butt, will knock him out. Because the boy got no chin, one, and I don't think he's going to out-jab Ngannou.
Yeah.
Ngannou is...
He would be scared of Ngannou.
Yeah, he would be scared.
Visibly scared of him.
Yeah.
He already fights kind of scared. He
Yeah.
would be like
He will be scared.
like me in there, scared.
I mean, I would, that would be a good fight. I would love them to make that
that
fight
would be a good
next.
fight because you just want to see AJ get knocked out.
Yeah.
That's like, I think it's a good
Look,
fight.
the thing is, a young man had done his best. What made me dislike him when he started acting like a fool after he lose a fight. He lose the fight and started acting up like you won the fight. You didn't win the fight. You lost. I mean, literally lost the fight. So don't act up. Take your loss like you took your wins. Okay. Let's come back the next time and we'll do something. Probably it might humble you enough to work a little harder and do better next time. But you go in there thinking that, oh, you the hottest shit ever. No, you're not anymore. You used to be until you let a fat Mexican knock you out.
Yeah, he hasn't been the same since. He has not been the same since. But I think we've talked about Zhile Zhang. I always say his last name wrong. Zhang. He's this big Chinese guy.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool to see Ngannou versus him.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a really
those
good
are
fight.
those
He
are all
jabs a
good
lot.
fights. Those are all good fights. Those are all good fights in that they could make for Ngannou.
Yeah.
I don't know who is promoter. I mean,
Well, I think he's always been affiliated with UFC.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, who
yeah,
he was affiliated with.
Shule Jean or Shule Juan. What's it? Yeah, Jean Juan. Get one. Put a big Chinaman in there. I think there will be a good fight. I would like to see him fight the big black guy from London, the one that got screwed when he fought Usyk. When he fought Usyk.
Daniel Dubois. That would be a good one, too.
That would be a good fight. Dana White. No, he'll kill Dana White.
Yeah. Dana White needs to retire. Yeah.
No.
He does.
Yeah. No, that he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. No. Dana White don't want to see Ngannou. No.
Yeah.
Not from, he don't even want to see him from behind the door.
But yeah, those be good fights. So hopefully he keeps going, and then we'll see how Tyson Fury does versus Usyk, or if that fight's even gonna happen.
If that fight happen, they got to be in the ring. They got to be in the ring for me to bet.
Well, let's talk about let's preview some fights that are coming up. So Shakur, your boy Shakur, is fighting in a few weeks. How do you feel about him, and why, other than him being from Jersey? What is it about his
What
style?
part of Jersey he's from anyway?
Newark, New Jersey.
There where you from?
Town. Yeah.
Same
known
town.
him kind of coming up?
Never. I mean, I have like crossed paths with him, but we have never spoken.
Okay. Well, yeah. When you make it big in comedy, you'll be ringside at his fights. You know.
Yeah.
No. That's
repping.
yeah. Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, that's been a while. When the last time he fought?
Nobody wants to fight him.
He fought a Japanese guy. I don't know if it was this year. I think it was this year. I don't remember how. Yeah, but like you said, nobody wants. It's so hard for this kid to get a fight. It's crazy.
Look, people keep saying that. It's not that nobody want to fight him. The promoter had not put up the right money and put somebody in front of him to fight. That's the problem.
Yeah, but no.
The problem is not the fighter. The fighters are there to fight.
Yeah.
The promoters are not making the fight. I don't care what kind of job it is. There is always someone willing to do that job.
That's the thing. One thing about, I would say, especially people from Jersey, we walk around like we got a chip on our shoulder. If you follow Shakur on Twitter, he baits a lot of fighters. He baits a lot. Every time someone turns on a fight, he'll just hop on their Twitter like, hey, like, whatever you're telling the media is not true. I'm here. We can still get the fight popping.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You see? No. The promoter can make the fight.
Shakur's culpable in all this? Of fights not being made?
No, I know he's itching for a fight. I know he's just like, fight me, but everyone's...
How is it... Okay, explain your theory about the promotion, because sure, if I'm his promoter and I'm contacting all these fighters to fight Shakur, like we'll use Devin Haney for an example, and then he's sending back 75, 25, and everyone's like, oh, you should just take in the 25. It's just like, no, don't take the 25. Like, why would you take short money for such a big fight? You know, but it's like, oh, if you just take it, and then Devin Haney wasn't there, never wanted to fight him.
No.
But my point is that, like,
You don't take a Haney.
At what point is it? The dude can't just get a good. He can fight anybody, sure, but he needs to fight. I think he's itching to fight a top guy.
Yeah.
So how can you make that happen?
There are a lot of good fighters beside the Haney and all the other people that we are causing noise about to fight. But the promoters have made these guys so big in their own heads, that is why they don't get them to fight. You have to be able, look, there is money in the game. Stop overmatching people. Get the matchmakers to start making fights that people will enjoy, because those fights are there, because the fighters are there for the kind of fights that you would, like when you saw Mickey Rourke fight the late Arturo Gatti. You can make 10 of those fights on one card. You can make fights like that, 10 of them, because they are the fighters that equally match, that will give the audience that kind of fight. And people will look to see boxing like that. Every time you put it out there, people will pay to see it, and the fighters will be able to make good money, great money, let's say, and the promoter will also be able to take good money home. But if you keep...
Shakur is fighting. He's got to fight, so the promoter got him a fight.
Yeah.
But it's talking about making these fights versus these already prominent guys. That's what he wants.
Okay, the other prominent guys, you know why they're not fighting?
Why?
Their promoters not wanting them to fight.
Exactly. So
you don't think they're afraid of him?
Exactly.
No,
I think they don't want to fight Shakur.
No.
I think they're afraid of him.
No, it is not. It is not that they're afraid of him. If the promoters could get their head out there behind, or out their hole that they want to keep looking in, get their head out of there and say, look, man, I'm in business, you in business, we in the same business, shake hands and respect each other, and let these boys fight. Let us make this money. It will work. But you got John Brown, I got Moses, and I say, oh, Moses can't fight John Brown for $20 million. Moses would have to fight John Brown for $25 million. But you don't want to put no money in. You don't want to help promote the show. And I have John Brown. I have Moses to fight John Brown. Then I go and you go talk to the boxing, how you call it, the sanctioning bodies of the belt that we supposed to fight for. You go and bribe the sanctioning body president, give him a couple $100,000. Say, look, man, make sure you hold that belt. Don't make it a mandatory belt. The sucker sitting there all year long with no fight. And he's satisfied, which is so stupid by the fighters, that he's sitting there a whole year, no fight. Because he don't want to fight Shakur, he don't want to fight John Brown, he don't want to fight this person, he don't want to fight that person. He just want to be called a champion. What the crap is a belt doing for you? You're not making no money. You're not living, walking around, oh, I'm a champion. You're a champion doing what? Looking at the belt in your living room? No. Ask the promoter, I'll fight anybody. Just make the fight and put the money on the table.
Well, in the case with Devin Haney, Shakur went to him. Devin was like 75-25. Shakur was like, I'm going to go a different route. This is what he said. I just went a different route. And she told like the sanctioning body to like, like mandate this fight, like, sign this fight up. And then Devin just moved up to 140. So
Okay.
in that case, like, what is he supposed to do? And then now, like, isn't Devin still holds 135, all the 135 belts? So it's like he needs to vacate or
Yeah.
like
Okay,
defend
so-
his belts.
This is the problem. He's holding their belts, and he moved up to a different weight class.
You have to fight pro grade.
The sanctioning bodies should strip him of the titles. That's how the rules should work. But the sanctioning body are not stripping him of the belt because some sanctioning body president, all of them, have gotten money under the table. They're not going to strip him. You think, look, let me just put it this way. If you had some chickens to sell, okay, and I come, no, seriously, I come and say, okay, I'm going to take your chicken and hold them for a little while without you selling them, but I'm gonna hold them. Anyone that come that I want to buy them, I will stop and say, oh, no, you can't buy these chickens because I rented them. They're going to be with me for now, and I'm not paying you no money. You don't you think you will come and take a chicken?
Yeah, I want my chickens back.
Yeah, you will take your chickens back.
Right.
But if I'm giving you money so that you don't have to worry about the chickens, when people come in and tell you, say, oh, look, man, look, go get those chickens so that we can buy them and blah, 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 blah. But you say, okay, how much you going to give me for the chicken? And they're giving you less money than I'm giving you, you're going to have me holding it. It's not taking nothing off you. It's taking money off me. So there are people that holding the belts as keep giving these sanctioning body presidents money so that they can hold on to the belt.
I think you should be forced to fight. Like,
Yeah.
If you're a champion, you can't be a champion forever.
Yeah, well,
Either retire or fight again.
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying the promoters don't want the fighters to fight. The sanctioning bodies stop paying these people unnecessary money because they can only make money if somebody fight for their titles. Mm-hmm. That's how they make money.
Yeah.
So if they were not making money, why is somebody holding their belt? They would strip that sucker a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when he's going to decide to move back to 140 because I was listening to an interview with him and he was like, oh, if I'm going to fight Tank, it needs to happen at 140. So I'm like, okay, well, at what point are you planning to go back down to defend your belts at 135?
No, so...
Nobody wants to fight Tank at 135 either, just...
No, I don't think Haney want to fight Tank at 135, 140, 175. He don't want to fight him there. He don't want to fight Tank, period.
No. Or Shakur.
No, period.
Let's get into one more. Let's preview one more fight, and then we'll get into this week's Sammy Says. You can ask him a question, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah.
So Benavidez versus Andrade, and I hope I'm saying his last name right.
Yeah.
In a few weeks, I think it's the 25th. That'll be a good fight. I think they're both top guys at 168. They've all kind of been calling Canelo out. Canelo's not entertaining either of them, so I think this was a fight that made sense for both of them to
But
have.
who are you rooting for?
Benavidez.
Yeah.
I like Benavidez because I want to see Benavidez fight Canelo.
That fight ain't gonna happen.
Sammy's slowly convincing me to give up my dream.
No, seriously. It's the same thing. Say, oh, I like Keith Thurman hair. His hair gone. You see, it's the same thing with the Canelo Benavidez fight. That fight not happening. The only way that fight happen, they would have to have a gun to Canelo head and $50 million. maybe that fight would happen.
He comes up with the weirdest excuses of not fighting. At first, he was like, "Oh, there's one Mexican. I'm the one Mexican.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to fight another Mexican."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "How many Mexicans did you
how
fight
many,
to come out?"
How many other Mexicans? How many other Mexicans you kind of like broke their dreams? You broke so many other Mexicans' dreams.
Right.
This
Yeah.
one Mexican want to break your dream, and you like, no, I'm not breaking. I'm not going there to dream with that Mexican because so it's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
That fight is not going to happen. The Canelo Benavidez fight, for me, for them to say, oh, they could sign the contract like last week. That fight will only happen if they're in the ring. Then that fight will happen.
Yeah.
Even then.
There's just so much money to be made in that fight. So
Yeah.
much money.
Yeah, but look, the man you're talking about making so much money is not hungry anymore. His belly is overfilled. It's like that punching bag hanging over your head.
But he's still fighting. That's my thing. You're still fighting.
He
So-
is still fighting and making money without fighting Benavidez. If he was not that full like that bag over your head, that sucker will fight.
Right.
He will fight Benavidez. Benavidez will be his brother. He will punch him in the mouth. And not just a Mexican, Benavidez will be his blood brother. Same dad, same mom. He will fight him if he were not full. But the boy had made gigantic money from the Zoom. What they signed for $800 million, something like that?
It was hundreds of millions.
Yeah, hundreds of millions of dollars. They signed him. And the contract was never over. The Zoom cut him, but they still had to pay him.
Yeah.
They still had to pay him all that money. So, and then he go and get exorbitant contracts all over the place. He had gotten so many contracts and had made so much money without fighting. Why would he want to risk fighting Benavidez for $20 million? No, I would not do it.
I hear you. I just would
He's
love to see
not
that fight.
hungry.
I also think David Benavidez's dreams of fighting Canelo are dying too. Him and Andrade, they just seem, everyone's always asking like, oh, is this whoever wins this is gonna get Canelo? They're both
No, nobody getting Canelo because Canelo ain't fighting.
Yeah.
Canelo is playing the Floyd Mayweather. He calling out guys that he knows he definitely can beat.
Right.
So he playing the Floyd Mayweather. He trying to make that money without actually sweating for it. Look when he fought Charlo, that other bum. He fought him and he just kind of wobbled around the area for 12 rounds and went home with millions of dollars. Charlo couldn't even help make him sweat. That's the kind of fight he wants. He don't want to have to struggle for the fight, for that money.
Yeah.
The boy said, look, I started fighting when I was what? Maybe 15, 16, 13 years old in Mexico. I had enough fights. Now I'm just going to bullshit people and they pay more money.
Yeah.
Or say, oh, Canelo. $150 for a pay-per-view. Oh, hey. And then freaking go in there and walk around like someone trying to drive a rooster out their hen. No, seriously.
Well, we'll preview that fight as it gets closer, but it should be a good one. I'm excited to see it. Benavidez
What?
versus Andrade, not that one.
Oh, yeah,
not
Andrade.
Benavidez versus Canelo, because that's never gonna happen. But yeah.
Oh, no, that'll be a good fight. That'll be a good fight. I still say Benavidez, the Andrade guy. I never seen him fight, so I don't know much about him. So it'll be a good fight.
I'm gonna do some more research and give a more educated guess, but I like Benavidez, so
Yeah.
yeah. But let's get into this week's Sammy Says.
Yeah.
Delo, our honored guest this week, can ask Sammy anything you want.
Oh. I don't know. I talk to Sammy so much. What do I ask him?
It could be boxing related, career related, life related.
Okay, Sammy, who do you think is the greatest boxer of all time?
Who do I think is the greatest boxer of all times?
I'm not sure if you guys asked this on a previous podcast or not.
Honestly, I wouldn't remember. We did.
The greatest boxer of all time, besides me. I would say Muhammad Ali for a few reasons. Not only because he could fight. He's a great fighter. Did most of everything wrong from what people wanted him to do. Hold your hand up, throw your guard. He didn't do that. He dropped his hand and smack you from a distance. He smack you leaning on the side of his foot or tippy toe and was still punching people in the mouth and making them bleed with a jab. He was never one of these guys who just move his head like this, like Joe Frazier, going under punches and ducking and weaving, bobbing and weaving. He slipped, moved on his toes and moved around the way he did it. It was unique and different.
Wasn't his nickname like Phantom Mike? Phantom Muhammad the Phantom Ali?
Nah, I don't know. I know he said he flew like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Every boxer has like a nickname. Like
no, I mean I didn't know he had a nickname, but we can look that up. But yeah, you see, so but that whole, he did everything wrong, and at the end of it, it all felt right to most people, and it was a graceful kind of a way he fought. You could enjoy it. It was kind of like an antelope running through the wild.
Yeah.
That's how it looked. And it was probably there watching a koi fish swimming in clear water. That was Muhammad Ali.
Okay, I just Googled it. It was actually the greatest, which is like
Yeah.
the cockiest shit I have ever
see?
heard.
He was the greatest.
The people's champ, the Louisville Lip.
You see? Louisville Lip. You see? And not only that, he also was conscious of the plight of his people. He fell for his people. He felt his celebrity was not his own. His celebrity was for the people, for the upliftment of his people. Something that most people who call themselves, we the greatest, I'm the best, and blah, 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 don't even have a wink of such thinking in their blood. Not even an ounce of it. But I'm the greatest, I'm this. Because you can walk around or drive around in Rolls Royces or buy yourself a big house at 2-3 houses, got 25 women all over the place. No. He was the greatest because he was outspoken, respect for himself, respect others, and spoke the truth. He didn't kiss nobody behind because they were there to give him $2. Most of the greatest today kiss butt all over the place. Because they want to have people around them that will lie to them and tell them how great they are. Muhammad Ali didn't need that. He called himself the greatest because the people called him the greatest. The world knew him. There are children that are born today. 10 years from now, you ask them about the late Muhammad Ali, they will still be able to tell you something because someone in their family were able to tell them something about the great Muhammad Ali.
You can't walk into a boxing gym without seeing him.
No, but now, most of the greats today, They were great yesterday. By the time we retire, somebody forgot. They said it, the living have forgotten their name. But not Muhammad Ali. His name is always going to be there at the on the tongue of other people that were not born when he was around and that will be born after we are gone. That is why he is the greatest of all time. It's not because somebody made $10 million more than he did, or somebody made somebody probably fought in an arena that was not even full as much as Muhammad Ali fought. Everywhere he fought, it was overcrowded. He didn't have to give away no free ticket. People paid their hard-earned money to go see him fight, especially the white folks.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to see him get his butt beat so bad. They would take their last money from the bank and go see Muhammad Ali fight. But the greatest today, what? I'm the greatest because somebody wrote me $100 million check. That don't make you great. What makes you great is what you put out to people. That's what make you great. Not what you hold on to yourself. So I'm great because I'm wearing alligator shoes. So what? Anybody can wear shoes. You're going to be wearing some rubbers that are still shoes. But when you can give to people something that they will always think about. I mean, what that one man did during the Vietnam War, there are people today wish they were able to do something like that. He stood up to the greatest government on the face of the planet and told them, say, no, I'm not going to do it. They didn't do nothing to me. I am not going there to kill another man because you say so. He stood up to the greatest government on the face of the planet. And he carried that with him. That was something he stood up for his people. And he said what he said, and he took the punishment that came with it. And they didn't beg nobody. They didn't cry to nobody. That's why he's the greatest. That's why in my book, he's always going to be the greatest, not only because of the way he fought, because of the man he was and what he did. That's what gave people, when you want to be called the greatest, do something for somebody else. Now don't bring on all the glory to yourself. No, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. And kiss my foot.
Yeah, well spoken. He's an icon, and so for sure his legacy will live on forever. So, yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here
Absolutely.
this week.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We'll come check you out, the Comedy Store, the Improv, wherever you're at. We're in Pasadena in a couple weeks, right?
Yes. I don't know the exact date sometimes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, get the exact date. Get the exact date. Let us know.
We'll
I
go
will
and
be
we'll share
at, my next show is definitely on the 25th of November, but in New York at Greenwich Village Comedy Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look at that. I ain't going to New
Traveling.
York.
Okay.
If you're on that side of the pond.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Delo.
Titanium Delo. Okay.
Who?
My Instagram is Titanium Delo.
Titanium?
Yes.
Titanium Delo.
Like the metal.
My boy, titanium. Why you're titanium?
Because I'm tough.
Are you tough?
Unbreakable.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
He tough because his mama is tough. He said his mama is tough. So,
Titanium.
yeah.
Titanium.
He titanium. To keep up with a tough Jamaican woman, you must be a titanium. If to be a Jamaican woman child, that is that's pretty good. I like that. And so, what before we hang up? What you been up to? I ain't seen you. Oh, we taking tests. Then we're going out of town.
I'm in my last year of law school.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I have to take this like ethics exam for
The bar?
Yes, for the
Yeah.
bar. Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah. So just applying to the bar to submit the application, take that exam, and have finals coming up in a month. So
There you go.
just chugging along.
What law school
Graduation.
do you go to?
USC.
Okay.
Yeah. So chugging along. I'm excited. I'm ready to be done.
Ready
I
to be a
chose
lawyer.
my schedule for next semester. I am doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And then I just gotta like buckle down and take the bar. So that's what I have going
Okay,
on. Yeah.
very
Well,
good.
good luck.
Thank you. So I appreciate,
Business law.
yeah, more like intellectual property. So like
Okay.
copyright, trademarks, branding,
Yeah.
all that stuff. The creative side of
Wow, good.
business stuff. Yeah. So you need an attorney in like a year. I will be able to start practicing. So
Very good.
But like I said, thank you so much, and hope to have you back, and we'll take
Absolutely.
you to a fight. So we'll take him to Commerce.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be good.
Yep. Yeah.
This is Boxing Capital. I'm Tay.
I'm Sammy.
Delo.
That's Delo.
Peace.
See ya. Don't want to be ya. See you. I don't want to be ya.